Hello, good morning, hi. We're not on our way to a call or anything. We are just starting the morning. We're on number 16 right now. Number 15 was us stringing during the day into the sun. Oh wait, us stringing during the day into the sunset. It's only fitting that us stringing during the day into the sunset. It's only fitting that we string at night into the sunrise. So here we are. Hi, Dad. My dad's watching, so everybody keep it nice. I'm gonna do my best to respect my dad and watch my language, as I should at all times, but it's not easy to do. All right, don't worry about what area we are in. As soon as we get a call, then you'll know what. Don't worry about what area we are in. As soon as we get a call, then you'll know what area we are in. Right now in Los Angeles, it is 4:35 in the morning. Everybody is on their way to work. So the best type of story for us is gonna be accident on the freeway. That's the worst kind of story for you or for the people trying to go to work. I know, I'm sorry, but I'm trying to look for an accident right now. And I can't read your comments. Thank you for joining us. It is me and my dad. My dad's on here. Everybody say hi, Ron. My dad's in Texas right now, guys. As some of you might know, he just recently moved there. All right, so let me go over here, and there is the comments, and I should pay attention to where I'm going and not to the comments. So every minute that passes by, man, it's really dark in here. Every minute that passes by is just another minute where there's more traffic. So the closer we are to the story, if the story comes out, the better off we are. If we can't hear them, where's that at? Traffic collision, Carson and Paramount and Lakewood. Nope, not us. Where am I headed? I'm headed to a spot where I can sit and wait for a call. I'm not going to a call right now. No good calls so far. I just started. I didn't work last night or this morning, however you want to look at it. I worked a little bit yesterday into the evening. Went home, had a nice meal with the family, watched some TV with the wife, which I usually never get to do, but we got to do and it was great. And then the baby woke up and then she was gone. So right now, I'm gonna try to get myself a morning story. Not gonna play golf. I'm gonna go home, help out with the kids, get them to school, take Bronson to go see Mima Joyce, and then let the wife have some time to herself. That's my morning plan. And then get a real good sleep during the day and then come out nice and early for you guys. Try to get ourselves a real story. Because I'm doubting we're gonna get a story right now. We're gonna try, but I doubt it. But I mean, fingers crossed, right? Fingers crossed that nobody gets hurt. Only a house fire today here in the Netherlands. Well, hello, Netherlands. Where is everybody right now, by the way? Where are people gonna have a job? No, well, I mean, yeah, I guess you can. Of course you can. Of course you can have a job. But do you mean with me? That's not as easy as a yes. Busy morning, not that I'm aware of. Car hit fire hydrant 30 minutes ago in Lawndale, not exciting. Also on Venice, a car just hit a fire hydrant and had some building damage over in, I think it was 61's area. Kind of like near the 10 in the 405 area. Can you be an intern? No, that means you work for free, and nobody works for free. That's not cool. What's up, Ireland? How are you? What's up, San Francisco? Arkansas. I like Arkansas. That's where my brother lives. And every time somebody says Arkansas, I say that's where my brother lives. And then what else do I say? Where's my brother live? Everybody knows where my brother lives. Nothing going on in the OC? That sounds about right, right? You took some photos of a fire, but when it got there, I should pay attention to the road. Sorry, guys. Pay attention to the road. Here, how about this? We'll scoot over right here. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, go! Hey Dad, isn't it fun working with me? My dad did go on a ride along once with me. And it was Father's Day actually. Took my dad to a really nice dinner. And then we went stringing. It was actually a really cool Father's Day. I'm looking forward to this Father's Day. I'll tell you that. Definitely looking forward to this Father's Day. But yeah, my dad went stringing with me, and I almost got him arrested, kind of. I mean, not really, but he did see how serious the officer was when the officer said get back. The officer didn't care what shirt my dad was wearing. But it was cool having my dad at a scene with me. I really liked it. It was cool. I liked it. It was fun. Hopefully we can do some weather chasing in Dallas area. The Dallas area. It's not Dallas where he lives. The Dallas area. I plan on doing fishing. And I want my dad to drive the golf cart when I go golfing. That's what I want to do that week. All right. We are in a area where I want to park, but I don't see a spot that's going to work for me. All right, that'll work for right now. Yes, so hello everybody. Hi, how are you? What do you fish for? I have no idea. I mean, I know that you fish for fish, but I haven't been to his new place, so I don't know what kind of fish they have out there. Whenever something happens here, reach a little... How do your brother end up in flipping? See, they know where Ronnie lives. How did he end up in flipping? Either his mom, but I don't know if it was his stepdad, school. I don't know. My dad will be able to answer that, but he's not a user on YouTube, so he won't be able to type in. What became of the show? The show's still sitting on Netflix. Nothing to do about part 2 yet. But this show has turned into a drinking game. Anytime somebody asks about season 2, everybody takes a drink. So right now, we're starting our day here in America, but a lot of people are ending their day. So now you have a drinking game. See? Al knows what's up. Scott, are you fishing for news stories? Yes, I am. Right now I am fishing for news stories. And of course there's a vehicle fire in Long Beach. I always pick places to stage where it's the wrong place. All right, so the next few minutes, well... Uh-oh. Should have seen this on this one's almost 49. Do you know what train hold on a second, guys. I have to go to work. You'll be right back. All right, you guys, come on, go away. Fix yourself. All right, there we go. All right, and we're back.
703 Liner Boulevard, unit 6A Alpha, Orange Avenue.
All right, guys, I am back. Hello, hi. Boop, 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 boop. What do we got here? South side of Chicago. What's up, Mark? How are you? Hello, bud. Saying hi from Texas. What's up, Richard? We're in Texas. My dad's watching right now, and he's in Texas. And Kurt's in Texas. The wheelie guy, the wheelie across America, Kurt, and Victor. Victor Park is in Texas right now. They are, what is today? Today's Wednesday, right? They should be in the San Antonio area about Friday, Saturday. He wanted to be there Thursday, but he ran into some complications. He had a cracked rim, and he actually had to physically drive all the way to San Antonio, 140 miles, get it fixed, drive all the way back to where he was, 140 miles away from San Antonio, get on his bike, and then go back to San Antonio at 10 miles an hour. He went from, hello from Allenton, Pennsylvania. Consider Las Vegas for a weekend. Yes, actually, we have expanded out there, but we haven't fully expanded out there. And I will be going to Vegas soon and helping out the Vegas market, or the Vegas Bureau. Stepfather moved there in 1982. That's why my brother's in Arkansas. I just got a text from my dad. I love it. This is great. What up, Scott? Up early? Do you have been out all night? No, I just started. This is number 16. Number 15 was me stringing during the day into the sunset. So now we're going to string at night into the sunrise. So we're going to watch the sun come up right now. And hopefully we can get a story. The longer we wait for a story, the longer the freeways fill up. I've already had my cup of coffee this morning, as you can tell. And I got a energy drink waiting in the wings. Will there be LOUDLABS opportunities in San Francisco? There will be LOUDLABS opportunities in San Francisco. The one thing I'm trying not to do right now is On-Scene's gone through a change, and I'm not mad at On-Scene right now. So, yes, it is business, but Houston and, how do I send a message to you live? That's a good question, Dad. I think you have to be logged into YouTube or have a YouTube account or somewhere where it says say something. That might work. Call or no call, sent in package. That's a tough one, Kyle. Kyle, if you're watching, call.
31 follow-up.
I was yapping about something. Anything special for 100K? Maybe a Q&A. We're doing a Q&A now. That's what this whole show is about. That's what this live stream's about. This whole live stream's about Q&A. It is Q&A. Man, I hate when work gets in the way of my talking. I'm headed to San Francisco to do some surveillance. That's what I was yapping about. So the markets that On-Scene are in, I know will be a tough one for me to go in because they've already established it. And I know the guys doing the market. Jeremy's in Houston, doing a great job. ZP, Zach Padell, is in San Francisco, doing a great job. So I've kept myself out of those cities for two reasons. One, I'm not so mad at those guys right now. And the other, I don't want to get beat right away. I don't want, well, it won't be me. It'll be the guys that I find. But I have, there's a guy, I believe it's Ken. I have Ken waiting in Houston, and then there's a couple people in San Francisco. But I need to worry about the 5 markets that I've already gone into now to make those stronger and better before I put my mind into any other markets. So Detroit, Dallas, Las Vegas, Cedar Rapids, and San Luis Obispo. Those 5 need my concentration before I do anything else. Boop, 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 boop. So I hope I answered your questions. All right, county fire up, city fire down, and this is what it looks like where we are. And with every minute that passes, more traffic, more traffic. Well, good morning, Crystal, right? I am good. Thank you. How are you doing? How you doing? How you doing? What does your ink portray? There's a lot of it, but mostly the places that I work and play. I do have a map on my arm. It's hard to see with these lights, but then I also have other crap too. And then I have these things, but I have stuff. At least a traffic accident. No, there's a pursuit. There is a pursuit on there. There's not a traffic collision on my arm, but there is a pursuit on my arm going through downtown LA. No golf today. No, Crystal, no golf today. What's going to happen is I'm going to string until the sun comes up. Once the sun comes up, I'm going to go in, help the wife get the family, kids up and out of the house. Then I'm going to take the baby to go see grandma, and the wife will have the house all to herself. And that's what's going to happen this morning. Do stringers only work at nighttime and early mornings? Do you work during daytime sunlight hours as well? In this market, the Los Angeles market, it's really tough to work during the day. And because you're competing with mom number 2 said good morning. Hi, Mom. All right, guys, my mom and dad are watching, so please, please have some respect and keep it like you're going to church. So like I was saying, in this market, during the day is really tough because of traffic, and during the day is really tough because you're competing with the helicopters and all the news vans. So that's why we work at night, because 1, we can move about the city, and 2, the stations don't have people out. During the weekend's a different story. During the weekend, the stations have skeleton crews, so you're able to get stories during the day and make it on the news. Now, other markets, you're able to do it daytime and nighttime, depending on what market it is. You're working in West Texas oil field. Right on, Richard. Right on, man. So to answer your question, John, you can work 24 hours a day, but you're going to be limited to what you can do and where. So it is most lucrative at night, at least in my market. Mom and Dad, are you able to see all the comments? You have to understand, they're my parents, so I'm 43. Imagine how old they are, and they're playing with technology. If you're able to see the comments, everyone's saying hi to you guys. What are you right now? Which state? What am I? Oh, I'm in California. Right now I am in the Los Angeles news market, Los Angeles area, Los Angeles County, but I am not in the city of Los Angeles right now. I'm waiting for a story on the outskirts of LA that will hopefully impede traffic going into LA. What got me started? Ooh. What got me started? What got me started in stringing was a gentleman named Brent Sporn who works for On Scene Video. What got me into cameras were my eyes. I've always liked TV. I've always watched TV, and at some point I wanted to be in front of the camera, and then the best way to be in front of the camera is to control the camera, and then I just controlled the camera better than I could be in front of it. Hey, France. How are you? There's people all over the world watching. Good morning from Houston. Hey, Houston, Texas. Hello. How are you? In the Houston area, my buddy will be doing a big parade in the Katy area. Firestone in the 710? That's too far too. Do I use stabilizers? As in, uh-oh, what happened here? Do you use stabilizers? As in like a tripod? Sometimes, yeah. There's a vehicle versus pedestrian in Southgate. We're a few freeways away from that, and that's not going to help out. Virginia checking in. Hello, Virginia. I think my sister lives in Virginia or West Virginia. I always get it confused. I should know. Hi, Mississippi. Where's the furthest home base that you've driven to cover a story? Louisiana. I chased Hurricane Gustav. Hello, Odessa, Texas. A lot of Texans here right now. Right on. Which is great. My dad and mom are in Texas right now. So it's awesome that Texas is here while my parents are watching. Watching me sit in a car and yap my mouth. They've been doing it for years. Copy that you called. Enter. You need good patience for a job like this. Yes, which is ironic because I have none. I'm also a terrible listener, and it's also ironic because in this job you need to be a really good listener. God bless Texas. That's why they're there. I think it's been raining more days than it hasn't since they've been there, though. What's up, Indiana? How are you, Daryl? Lots of action on the freeways. Yeah, especially now. The problem is that's not going to work for us. Uh-oh. All right, there's 2 accidents in that area. Oh, that's that. What happened here? Oh, not going to be for us. All right, so We're just waiting. Just waiting for a story. Waiting for a story, answering questions. Showing you how boring this job really is. Wendy is in Virginia. My sister's in Virginia, not West Virginia. I knew that. How'd you come up with the name Loud Labs? I did not. I did not come up with the name Loud Labs. Todd came up with the name Loud Labs. Todd was also on the show. Good morning. I missed your live stream yesterday, but watched the recording later. Thank you. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you for watching. Yeah, the name came from a story that was developed in the 90s. Ooh, flooding, 11250 Olympic. We're not near that either. Usually that means water main break. Water main breaks are actually news, depending on how visual it is. Did you watch the Night Stalker movie? Is it anything like that? See, I think I know what you're saying, but it's not what you said. Yes, I've seen the Nightcrawler movie. I was researched for the role. And no, I didn't see the Night Stalker movie, although I know who the Night Stalker Richard Ramirez is. I was very young when that happened, and it freaked me and my mom out. I think I was in 5th or 6th grade, and there were certain, like, they thought there was a pattern. You know, he only attacked yellow houses 3 blocks off the road or something like it. It was just weird, but the Night Stalker is different than Nightcrawler. And yeah, I enjoyed the Nightcrawler movie. It was very close to the real thing, except for the obvious Hollywood embellishments. And one of the reasons why it was super close is because RMG News were consultants on the movie, and I had just left RMG when they became consultants on the movie and gave ride-alongs to Jake Gyllenhaal and the director and Bill Paxton. And I missed all that fun stuff, and they couldn't talk to it about me because of stuff they signed. But then I found out that there is a Stringer movie coming out in Hollywood, and then I found out that I was researched for the role, and then I find out that the role is very similar like me, and the words and mouths and the way he talked was very much like me. And they even took one of my quotes and put it in the movie. Ramirez? Richard Ramirez. Richard Ramirez was a serial killer in the late 1980s, right? Yeah, late 1980s in the Los Angeles area. And if I'm not mistaken, he was taken down by the public in San Pedro. The public recognized him, beat him down. Oh, wait. I was in San Pedro when they took it down. Yeah, I was at Ports of Call with my mom. That's right. I was in San Pedro. He was found, I think, East LA. And the neighborhood beat him up. He was taken into custody, beaten up. Very beaten up. The Night Stalker. Yeah, him wasn't the Night Stalker. I wasn't the Night Stalker. No, I'm not the Night Stalker. I'm the Nightcrawler. All right, guys. Problem with me talking is I'm not listening. But there's not that much to listen to in the mornings right now, but let's, come on. It'd be really cool to get a breaking news story and then the LA market is able to watch it on TV, or actually, to be honest with you, because of the internet and Facebook and the stations have their own channels, even if you're not in, ooh, here comes a train. It's actually a cool train. Even if you're not in this market, you're still able to see the stuff on TV. That's a cool train. A lot of train buffs around. A lot of train buffs. I know a lot of train buffs. TV show in the 80s? What was the TV show in the 80s? Look at all those people. That's a lot of people to be on a Metrolink, man. It's packed. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. That thing's double stacked and packed. Wow. Did you know there was a Night Stalker before Ramirez? They call it the original Night Stalker. He was never caught. Nope, didn't know that. Have you ever pulled up to a scene and realized it was a friend or someone you knew? No, I've never had that. Luckily, never had that in my 18 and a half years. But I have had stories that my friends or family knew the victims of. Used to deliver out here. Out there? Where's there? Out where? Out there? Because right there's nothing. Nothing. So this is how exciting my job is, everyone. What's the biggest story you ever did? Oh, man. That's a tough one, too. Because are you talking about money-wise? Or are you talking about exposure-wise? Because they're two different things, to be honest with you. Money-wise is probably Paris Hilton DUI. Exposure-wise, probably the car that landed in the second-story building when it jumped the road like Dukes of Hazzard. Am I in Cudahy? No, I'm not in Cudahy. Have you ever had any stories in Hotel Sissa? I don't know what that means. Just watched Stringers LA. Pretty good. Huh. Oh, man, that's far away, but at least maybe we'll see something. All right, we're gonna.
Now a fire hydrant and Chevy catch light for standing.
Damn.
Metro 59. Cancel the light for it. This is not a hydrant. This is an outside systemic guilt.
There's an accident. I don't know the exact location yet. I know the area, the general area. So we're gonna start heading over there. Sheriff said 2 vehicle accident, 1 person possibly in the vehicle trapped. We're all right, here's the dispatch. We're probably a good 7 to 10 minutes out. And to be honest with you, this is not breaking news because it's not on the freeway. And we don't know the injury. So right now, I'm not treating it as breaking news. I'm treating it as internet news for you guys. I'm not going to be able to read your comments. I'm driving and my parents are watching. So if I answer questions, they know that I'm not paying attention while I'm driving. And even though I'm 43, 43, I still care about what my parents think about me.
Person strapped, Echo Street, 8th Avenue, Sheriff Brown.
Oh, there's your answer. Yeah, we're a ways from this, but we are going to listen up for the size ups and sit in traffic while we're on our way. Plus, it's better than sitting in the car, right? Basically Washington and Garfield in the Commerce area, and we're not near it, but we're near it enough to make our way that way to see what happens. What's my best bet here? It's not going to be to take that, is it? My best bet's going to be to go the other way. Ugh, that's the worst freeway ever. But here we are. Actually, we are going to go this way. Damn, are they already at sea?
One smoke detector, satellite 108.
It's not that bad for 5 a.m.
Unable to locate one by that address. Nobody's there. Cancel the call and get available. 18, copy. Going to show please. Bob, 2 copy.
All right, so for the few that are just joining us, we are on our way to a traffic collision, persons trapped. I believe the first in units have arrived on scene and they're gonna give an update. The location is in Commerce in the Washington Garfield area. And if you're asking me questions, I won't be able to answer you. If you're leaving comments and asking other people questions, right on. Good for you. I need to turn that. You, delete, go, enter.
LA call, please be advised. Going to be 3179. 147 copy, 317. LA to 50.
All right, here we go. Here's our size up.
50 good. LA to 50 on scene, Echo and Yates. There's literally 2 vehicles. There's no person trapped, however. Cancel squad, cancel speed.
2 vehicle traffic collision, no persons trapped. We will 1022, which means cancel. Everything back to 0. Turn on the scanners and exit the freeway. And wait for another call. Just like that. So now we wait. Now we wait. And we need to pick a spot to wait. Where are we gonna wait? Where are we gonna sit? Do I want to go there? Yeah, why not? Why not, right? Alrighty here. Fire hydrants. I know there's been a few fire hydrants tonight, and I have not found one. But I just got out. Oof. 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 Ooh, that looks like fun too. Where you want to go? Where are we gonna go? Where are we gonna go? Where are we? Here we are. And there we be. Boop. In the Netherlands. Hey, what's up, Netherlands? How are you? So, yeah, we're doing a little bit of morning stringing. The longer we wait, the more traffic. The news is on live right now. They have their helicopters in the air, so we're going to be competing with that.
Incident Squad 47 and 5th District for bleeding ALS.
Well, hello, Hawaii. Aloha.
6 Arcadia Avenue.
Aloha.
Avenue. Incident Squad 115 difficulty breathing. The Grove and Cerritos.
605 South, 710 Carson. Peckin Valley. That's a long time ago.
101 unconscious.
That was a long time ago, sir. You ride a Harley. I don't. Have you had any sleep since you were at the beach earlier? Absolutely, Club Tropicana. I've had a lot of sleep. I went home, had dinner with the family, watched some TV with the missus, got some decent sleep, woke up around 3:30 in the morning and said, I'm awake. May as well go get in my car. Because we did a sunset stream, now we're doing a sunrise stream. What are the rules for extra hazard lights? Don't let them be blue. And no forward facing red. Hire me, Scott. Maybe. Depends. All depends on your experience, where you live. Hello, Gainesville, Florida. I used to know some people from Gainesville, Florida. Ran Eyes. Yeah, that's the last name. I used to know. I think that's the last name, Ran Eyes. That's funny. And then my mom has a place near there, near Lady Lakes, or my mom has a place at the Villages. My mom likes to go vacation in Florida, but now that her grandson and children are here, she goes a little less. You drive a wrecker. That's way too big of a vehicle to drive for me. No way. I don't want to be responsible for that. I don't even want to put a boat on a trailer. I don't want to be responsible for it if it falls off. Why in the US you say mom, not mum? Because this is America. We say mom. We don't speak the Queen's English here. We say mom. We say bath, not bath. Shout out to Loud Labs. Thank you. Good morning, Redneck Rampage. Still out on the beat? Nah, I just started, man. Probably started, I don't know, about 40 minutes ago, 45 minutes ago. How did you set up your car with all this equipment? Is my grandson walking? Oh, is your grandson walking? He took 4 steps yesterday. So he's on his way. He's on his way. He took 4 steps yesterday, Dad. It was great. How did you set up? I didn't set up my car. The people who set up my car, and here we go. Here is a commercial for North Star Electronics in Downey, California. For all your electronic needs, please go to North Star Electronics in Downey, California. No, a cat named Manny. North Star is known for doing police cars, fire trucks, fire engines, hazmat vehicles. They've done it all, and now they do stringer vehicles. So North Star Electronics in Downey. Ask for Manny. Definitely tell him that I sent you. No, Paul the Tanker going to bed. Is Netflix doing a 2nd season? RKGSD. Everybody drink. You drive an F-350 pulling a horse trailer, no big deal. Oh, I know it's not a big deal. I just don't want to be responsible for it if it falls off, or backing it up. Or I know how to back up a trailer. I'm the son of a truck driver. I know what's up. What lights do you have on it? Regular, 2 in front, 2 in the back. I have some yellow ones in the back, and there they are. And then there's some white ones in the back. I don't have red, amber, things like that. I know. They're terrible for you. I know. YOLO, right? Have I bored you yet, Dad? All right, 65 degrees, 5:12 in the morning. It's showing up. The sun will be here soon. Too early for politics. I know, right? Turn on the news. It's not too early. Oh, hey.
Westbound 60 east of Gary, CHP and route.
Motorcycle rider. Ooh, motorcycle rider down. The 60 at Gary and Pomona, motorcycle rider down. And that's not for us. Is it? No, enjoy it. Awesome. Thank you, Dad. Thank you for not being bored. And glad you enjoy it. And now that you know about it, I've been hiding this from my dad for about a week because I wanted to see how it went. I need to learn how to keep my language at a minimal. So now that he knows about it, he's gonna be watching all the time. No, it's not too far. It's just, yeah, it depends, man. It depends on the red truck cut off the motorcycle, caused the motorcycle to TC into the RP. It's not that it's too far. It's just maybe it's too far. We'll go with that. Yeah, I like your idea. It's too far. We'll go with that. All right. So Ohio, what's up, Ohio? How are you? What's up, Virginia Beach, Virginia? People from all over the country and the world. That's cool. A lot of Texans here right now, I know that. San Bernardino in the house. Hello, San Bernardino. Well, time for me to go to my boring day job. Have a good one. You have a good one too, sir. And it's only boring if you make it boring. Do you have a laptop inside your car? Absolutely, I do. That's what I'm reading most of your comments on. If I'm looking forward like this and reading the comments, I'm looking at my phone. If I'm looking over here, yeah, I have a laptop. I have the world at my fingertips, which is a bad thing, especially if you like eBay. I'm not addicted to eBay anymore. Well, I also have kids and a family. But when I didn't have kids and a family and I had money in my pocket and the world at my fingertips and I can buy whatever I want, let's just say 2008, 2009 was a very busy year for me. Bought a lot of things on the internet. Hey, Minnesota, hello. San Marcos, hello, San Marcos. Minnesota in the house, love the show. Thank you. Which show? This one or the real one? Amazon. For me, it was eBay. I liked eBay. Sup, LOUDLABS? What's up, then, Love Doll? Is that what it says? Oh, Theo Love Doll. Yeah, Theo Love Doll. Just want to make sure I read that right. I like how you did that. Just watching. No, that's not nice. That's not nice at all. My parents are here. Have some respect. Oof. That is a gnarly dip right there. So many people have hit that dip. Love eBay. It's where I get all my stuff. Definitely a nice time wasting live streamer. It is a time waster. I usually sit in this car and wait for calls, send emails, do a lot of work on the computer, but lately I've been talking to a phone. You still streaming? How about you answer that question by looking at your phone? Hi. Yeah, I'm streaming. Looks like I'm going to be doing it a lot more. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Scott, I bet your dad back in the day. Shut up. He did not. The internet didn't exist. The internet didn't exist back then.
Number 23 King 4, code and mirror, please. 23 King 4.
Better talking to us than yourself. I know, right? It's weird, because even if you weren't here, I'd be talking this much. So, yeah, come on, stories. Isn't it terrible that I'm sitting here waiting for someone to crash? I'm such a bad person. Such a bad person. But who's worse? Me? Or you guys watching me wait for someone to crash? What's the biggest recent story you had? What's the biggest recent story I had? I'm going to say the bus crash. The major bus crash, I don't know, it's probably 2 months ago, 3 months ago by now. I was the first to arrive at the bus crash. The bus was on its side. People were beat up and bloodied and broken. Immediately put my camera down while it was rolling, so you guys can check it out on the page, and walked in and started helping pull people out. What camera do I use? Sony PMW 300. Coffee and Scott in the morning. I've already had my coffee, and now I'm on to my energy drink, as you can tell from the lack of brakes, from the noise coming out of my mouth. Scott, why do you want people to get hurt? News, you're so cold-hearted. Haha. I don't want people to get hurt. I have to have a joke. I have to have a sense of humor doing this job. All I came with you, getting ready to jump in my 54 hydrogen tube trailer. Nice. Nice. You be careful. You be careful. My home look close. I can't, Dad. I got the message, but I can't look. I remember that video. That was a good one. Yes, it was. I'm pretty drunk from that question. Was it a fatal one? No, it was not fatal. Luckily, no one died. Nobody died. But it was a great video. It was the first time I actually took a camera inside a crash scene, like in the vehicle. I was in the bus with my camera. Woo-hoo, what dash cam do I use? What does it say right there? It's not what you guys are viewing it through, but I have an HDR CX 580 Sony. That's my dash cam. It records directly onto a hard drive. I'll take that hard drive when I need that footage and move it into my computer and edit with it accordingly. Thought that one was from 11 months ago. I don't think that's 11 months ago. That bus crash can't be 11 months ago. Time didn't fly by that quick. No way. I'm going to say it was July, August, September, October, November. August, September. I'm going to say September. I'm going to say it was the beginning of September. That's my guess. Good morning, Scott. Oh, I mean, good morning, Eric. Damn you, she can afford it. The best JJ, the best camera you have is the one you have on you. Most likely your phone has a camera. That works fine. During the day, all you need is a $150 HD camera from Best Buy. No, during the day, the video, your phone's actually better than that. But daytime, any camera works, man. Nighttime is where you got to start spending some money to get a certain look. Tina Ryder, hey, good morning. You should be in a 7-Eleven parking lot. People rob them all the time. If I was sitting there, they wouldn't rob them. I mean, it was the other bus crash you had, 11 months, fatal, Santa Clarita. Ah, gotcha. I don't know if I covered that. That might have been somebody else who covered that. You got to remember, I have a team of guys out there. I subscribe to you because you are the best camera. Well, thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. If nobody screws up, Scott and I don't eat. A little self-promotion there, Saddle Tramp. I'm trying to tell people you're a stringer too. Did you ever get in trouble with the police or fire department while filming? Absolutely, I have. I've been arrested a bunch. And we just talked about my arrest, and I completely forgot about the best arrest of all when I was talking about all the things I got arrested for. I forgot to talk about the bank robbery. The bank robbery arrest is the best arrest. It's better than the assault on a police officer. It's better than obstruction of justice. It's better than impersonating a firefighter. It's better than trespassing on government property. It's better than speeding. That's the best story. And I'm not going to talk about it right now. I'll talk about it later. We'll save that for another day. Only because it's a long one and I don't want to run out of breath. Why is it called stringing? Ron, we just talked about that on the last cast. I don't know if you're being funny or trolling or if you're actually being truthful. The reason they call it stringing is because back in the day when you used to get your news on print, the editor would pay the independent stringer would pay the independent writer by how many words he wrote, and he took a piece of string to measure that. So however long the piece of string was after measuring the words, that's how he got paid. And I found that out after 7 years of stringing. A gentleman named Mark Carson, which is the director, creator of the first reality show I was on, Stringers LA, which can be found on this channel. You'll see me looking young and overweight. I got the ticket mailed to my house. Where do I go to pay it? What ticket? And it should tell you. And why are you asking me? I don't know. I'm not in law enforcement. Jesus. Nobody messes with the Jesus. Put cash in Zach's car. I think Zach's car should be hitting the streets here again soon. Ow, dude. That that driveway has taken out a lot of undercarriages this morning. You'd like to take a ride along? Well, you're on a ride along, and this one doesn't cost anything. If you are a firefighter or a paramedic or police officer, you can ride for free. Otherwise, I charge you. I have a ride along program, and you are more than welcome to find it and pay me money to sit in my car and ride with me. Half night and full nights available for all, and split prices are available. If a car was to come off the freeway right there at full speed, it would catch air. I almost want to come back here in my truck if it was 25 years ago. Wait, no, that's too much math. 20 years ago? Let's be honest, 5 years ago. Do I ever fill up the tank at Costco? I do not. Should I? I don't. I fill up at Chevron 76. And if I'm in a bind or a push, Valero. Sounds like sheriff radio beeps. Toastmaster, you would be correct. You are correct. My shift is over. Bye-bye for now. Your shift is over. You shouldn't be watching, listening to me while you're working. You should not.
24 fire alarm with a reset. 26720 Old Rack Road, Lincoln Boulevard, Oakdale Elementary.
If you don't get your answer, then call your local police department or courthouse. See, there you go. But bad lines most of the day. My shift is over. All right, my shift's not over. My shift kind of just started. I think we got like another hour before the sun comes up. So at some point, we're going to have to go for a drive here to keep ourselves entertained.
1829 standby. 2185, are you available to handle the code 2 call? Cancel 29, 21 standby. 21829, cancel incident 587.
Come on.
2185 will handle.
I'd like to get a fire. That would be fun to watch. Where are the fires at? Hello, fire. If I was a fire, where would I be? How many of your videos been used in a court case? A few of them that I'm aware of. A few of them that I'm aware of. And when it comes to court cases, to you stringers out there, if the prosecution asks for your footage, you give it to them. If the defense asks for your footage, you sell it to them. Because that would be a defense lawyer who's going to be making money one way or another. And we are in the business of selling our footage. But if it's prosecution, that pretty much goes with law enforcement, and we give our footage to law enforcement, no charge. Drive to Topanga Canyon, that would be fun, except I might lose the stream. There's like no service out there. I hate getting stories out there because then you're screwed. You're screwed for service.
Metro unit, verify 39453.
Yeah, I hear ya. I hear ya. I hear ya. Uh-oh. That's not good. All right, where are we going? Where do we want to go? What do we want to do? So, we're going to head east because all traffic is heading west. Or should we head west? Because if we get a story, then we'll be able to head east. I don't know. I'm confused. You guys are confusing me.
Legends 5158, entry ALS, 16023, Manhattan Place, Unit B Bravo, 160th Street. Engine 146, medical alarm, 20649.
What happens if you try to sell your footage to the prosecutor? I don't. Like, the prosecutor's not going to lie and tell me he's somebody he's not. So I usually know who I'm dealing with. If you don't know who you're dealing with, you probably shouldn't be dealing. Does that make sense? It makes sense to me. Does it make sense to you? All right, guys. Just tuned in. What's going on? Nothing's going on. You're sitting in a car with a guy who talks a lot. That's what's going on. Nothing exciting. I'm just moving for the sake of moving, to keep it entertaining, to keep myself entertained. Hey, Case, what's up? Hello. Ha ha ha. Hi. It's just a matter of time before we're sitting in bumper-to-bumper traffic, so we're going to try to get a story before that happens. Maybe we can find that Everybody wants to behave right now. How rude. I can't read, I'm driving. I can't read, I'm driving. But I do know that the cool thing about it is when you sell your footage to the defense, you're not allowed to be a witness, because then that would be considered paying a witness. So always try to sell your footage to the defense. That way you don't have to be a witness. The prosecution might ask you to be a witness because you are a witness, but most of the time we get to the scene after it's over. So you don't need you don't need me to go on there and say, yeah, I witnessed that, because it's obvious I witnessed it. There it is on camera, and then it's verified who it's from. I hope I answered your question. If not, at least I answered mine. Sprite, cranberry. There's a new cranberry drink coming out. Sprite has a new cranberry drink coming out for the holidays. Just acting here, drinking coffee, waiting. All right, I've already had my coffee for the day, and now I've moved on to energy drinks. That's the can you hear. And that's what's gonna keep us going for the next hour. We're gonna go till the sun comes up. I don't know if you guys watched number 15, but 15 we were stringing during the day into the night. And now we're gonna string in the morning into the day. That's a red light. 1, 2, 3, go. Possible 459. What's 459? Besides 3 numbers put together. Being in LA, you shouldn't have to wait long, right? I know. But it's also 5:30 in the morning here. It's kind of hard for stringer news to happen, but it does. And the only way to catch it is if you're sitting waiting for it. So we're waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting. I wonder where I'm going to lose my voice. You guys would be so excited, wouldn't you? Most obscure police code you know. Most obscure. I don't know. I really don't have an obscure one. I don't really know obscure. I just know the ones that I know that I need. All the other ones I just filter out. Hardly, yep. .314. I don't know what that is. It's probably a police code or something. Do you crunch the numbers or frequency of incidents in certain areas and deploy position accordingly? Do you crunch the numbers or frequency of incidents in certain areas and deploy position? AJ, yes, kinda, yeah. It pays to know your fire stations. If you don't know your fire station numbers, you're just wasting your time out here. If you hear a call out and you hear a bunch of numbers that are in the area you are or that you're covering, then you pay attention a little more. See, it said Squad 89 or 189. I don't know. My friendly police officer in Fresno is watching you. Sam? I think it's Sam. What's up, Sarge? I know Sergeant. Oh, Detective. Detective, right? What's up, Detective? How are you? See? You made it. You're finally here. It finally happened. You're riding with me. That's funny. I got a text message from my dad that one of his detective friends is watching. So, hello, I believe it's Sam. Hey, Sam. What's up? Maybe if I go there, I'll be in call, taking one for the team. I don't know what that means. I'm a small town California girl. Also, what small town you from? Independent exposures through MPC. Yeah, I don't know penal code. I don't know numbers that don't matter to me. There's a lot of numbers and codes that aren't necessary for this job because they're not news codes. I know the basic ones. That's the most obscure one, you know. Now, our detective friend here, he'll know the most obscure penal code out there. I do not. And right now, sir, Porterville, I know some people that used to work out of Porterville. Right now, sir, we're just staged waiting for a call. We're most likely not gonna get a news story right now. Stringers aren't out. We don't come out this early, but I happen to be awake and I'm doing this new live thing. So I figured I'd come out and talk to my phone. And then I figured I'd call my dad because I knew my dad would be up. And so now my dad's here. And now my dad's friends are here. Hi. My biggest story was a guy with a gun who then led himself to a drug lab that he owned on drugs. Aren't criminals the best? Aren't they just the best? Porterville. There's a main hub in Porterville. Someone running naked on drugs isn't news. Actually, it's not news sometimes. That's just the norm, depending on where you are. Just like you said, it depends. All right, so let's look for that. Anything going on there? Anything going on there? No, nothing there. That's a bummer. Here's our view. Staged. What's up, Australia? How are you? I know, I'm not supposed to do this, but g'day, mate. Put another shrimp on the barbie. Let's have a Foster's. And I know Foster's is just a marketing ploy. You guys don't even drink it. But hello, Australia. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Let's all wait for it. If he's a true Australian, he has no choice but to finish it. That's the law. There it is. That's funny. Wait, that wasn't him who finished it. Robin, you got to finish it. There it is, Robin. Thank you. That's awesome. By law, they're supposed to finish that. If they don't, they're in trouble. Just saying hi from Houston. What's up, Richard? Hello, Houston. How are you? Do I gamble? Every day. Every time I get in this car. I'm gambling right now.
Incident squad 167. Medical rescue.
But do you mean 100 on red? Absolutely. 100 on red. Every time. Hey, there goes me. Robin in Australia, Bisbane. Oh, we got a couple Australians here. San Diego's back. What's up, Space Ghost? What's up, Space Ghost? Hello, Charlotte, South Carolina. Hi, new subscriber from South Carolina. Hello, Benita. Benita, do you know who I am? I know you're new to the channel, but there's a reason why people care about me on this channel. Is RMG gonna merge with you? RMG definitely merged, but with who? Dun dun dun. Do I have issues with police? There's police officers watching right now. No, I don't. I mean, I get into it with them at scenes sometimes, yes, because it's funny how they tell me how to do my job. I don't tell them how to do their job, and then they tell me that it's obstruction of justice, but I'm like, who's stopping who from doing their job? I just watched you get out of your car so you can tell me to stop filming here. Anyways, no, I don't have issues with police, but sometimes we get into it at a scene. What's up, Townsville? How are you? What an exciting night. No, Flo, it's not an exciting night. It's not an exciting night at all. San Diego, watching from San Diego, loves you. Well, thank you, San Diego PD wife watching from San Diego. Oh, thank you. See, the police like me. This is your first time seeing you live. Well, thank you for joining. Thank you very much. 2 days ago, I heard that your grandfather was from Spain. Yep, my grandfather is from Spain, right? My dad's on right now, right? Grandpa's. Is Grandpa from Spain, or is it his dad that was from Spain? Because the way that Jen did that post, it made it sound like Grandpa was from Spain. But I don't know if he was. But my grandpa is definitely Spanish. Like see-through Spanish. One of those kind of Spaniards. Good-looking man. Good-looking man. Took after him just a little bit. Just a little bit. Have your tattoos ever been a problem? Only when getting them. They hurt. I don't like getting them. As the older I get, the more they hurt. Oh, yep. I'm right. My grandpa was born in Spain. So, for those that don't know, my grandfather was born in Spain on my dad's side. On my mom's side, my grandma was born here, but her family's from Mexico, if I'm correct. And then both my mom's parents were born in the Berlins. I see a lot of victim family and friends commenting on Scott's video. They are thankful for seeing what it is, right? I get a lot of people telling me to take it down because they don't want the friends or family to see. Well, they're only going to see if they're looking. And a lot of families want to see it. It gives them closure. Gonna get a highway on your back tattooed? No. I already have a highway. Most likely what's going to go on my back is where I was going to put my first tattoo. It was going to be a world where it's going to say, respect it, ride it, forgive it, our playground. That's probably not going to happen now. I'm probably going to put a spine that's also a street post with, I have a street sign now, but I'm going to probably put a spine like a street post with street signs coming off of it that have all my kids and family's names. I think that's what's going to happen on the back here. Who votes for season 2? My grandfather was white when he was married to grandmother. Spanish, my grandmother helped her. The world is yours, not mine, it's ours. The world is ours. Not mine, it's ours. Example, one of the yeah, man. And if your family members do show up on my channel, I apologize. I'm sorry. I do my best not to zoom in on too many faces, but sometimes the expression on the face sells the story, so I have to. Have families come to you in an incident looking for answers? Yeah, they do. They ask if I have any additional information, and I'll tell them everything I know leading up to how I got there. A lot of times, people will, and not so much family members, but the friends of the family, they look at me because they don't have anyone else to turn. They have no one to blame, so they blame me because I put the footage out there for the public to see. It's also educational for the public to see that. I don't want to go to that traffic collision. If it doesn't do anywhere else, let's go. So yeah. So this is definitely the worst time to be stringing and streaming. Streaming. Definitely the worst time. Because all the stations have live news right now, and that's where they're going to get to the story faster with their helicopter. Oh, I see some light. We are facing the east, so you will see the sun coming up slowly. And we're going to probably hang out till about 6:30, is my guess. It's already morning in Alhambra. It's already morning where I am too, but it's not quite morning enough to tee off, right? Actually, you probably could tee off right now if you knew the course. Been binging your vids. Keep it up. Thank you very much. What's your dry season? No such thing, man. I live in Los Angeles. It's 2 hours past lunchtime here in the Netherlands. Thank you, Netherlands, for watching. This is very boring, I understand. I know. So I'm just gonna watch the sun come up. Yay! Should probably find a better view, huh? That's not a good view to watch the sun come up. They said someone about an informant. Yeah, like a phone call or something. Like I said, man, I hear a bunch of things, but I weed out the things I don't need to hear. Greetings from the Netherlands, Malibu Coast. What's up, boo? Welcome to the boo.
No, I could call back.
Rental vans. Yeah, there's a lot of rental vans. It's creeping in Vegas. The sun's creeping up in Vegas. I hate the sunrise in Vegas. I really do. For sunsets. Oh, yes, yes. Laboo is the place to go for sunsets. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hello, school bus. Hopefully they don't put his number over the radio. If they do, I'll turn it down. They usually don't give phone numbers over the radio. They do sometimes give cell numbers of the officers over the radio, which is kind of weird. If I was a kid, I would be prank calling, but I'm an adult now, and that's not what you do. Northern California joined us. Hello, Northern California. Sun is already here in Virginia Beach. Absolutely it is. I bet. And probably real pretty. Went to Miami. It was a while ago. I went to Miami. I actually went to Miami to recruit for on-scene video. And when I went to Miami, I worked one night. And shocking, right? I worked. No, but I worked one night, and my hotel was right there on the cool part of where it should be if you go to Miami. So I was able to watch the sun come up, which was really weird for me. I'm a West Coast kid. I watch the sun go down. I don't watch the sun come up over the ocean. I mean, I've seen the sun come up a lot, but I've never seen it come up over the ocean. That was weird. That was really, really weird. I mean, in Hawaii, you see it come up over the ocean, yes, but you're in Hawaii, so everything's different. But being in Miami, that was like, it was really weird seeing the sun come up over the ocean. It was really weird. You were born in, where? We'll just call it California. Sun out in Arkansas. Yes, it is. Hello, Arkansas. Hello, Arkansas. How you doing? You're up early. Yes. Energy, media. I am up early. I got some really good sleep. And then I woke up with a lot of energy, and I said, well, I may as well talk to my phone. And my dad's on here. My dad is in Texas. I knew he'd be up, and I've been hiding the live stream from him, and I wanted him to see it, and now he's seen it. Hi, Dad. Born in Honolulu. Right on. Aloha. My family used to live, I had some family that lived in Kauai for a long time, and I went there in, when did I go there? I went there in 93. Was that the first time I went there? I went there in 93? I think it was 93. Stayed there for a week or two. I came home talking pigeon talk. It was awesome. I mean, I tried, but my cousin who lived there for a while, he picked up on it, and it was great for him. And he talked like that for the rest of his life. Brian is no longer with us. I love you. I miss you, Brian. But Brian talked that way. It was great for his for the way he spoke. But yeah, no, I came back with my Hawaiian accent. I also went to Whistler, and I came back with my Whistler. Hi, son. Little Elm, Texas. That's where my dad's at. Little Elm, Texas. I went to Hawaii, and I went to Canada, and I came back talking Canadian. A lot of A's at the end of my words, eh? Son up in Connecticut. What's up, Connecticut? That's where my uncle lives. My uncle lives in New Milford. You guys talk about all kinds of places where I got family. That's awesome. How far is New Milford from where you're at? Hurricane Aniki. I had my family. My family was there during that. It was really, a funny story about that is my cousin Melissa was hiding under her desk with a Rolodex and a phone. So we were just talking about my uncle in Connecticut, calling my uncle in Connecticut, not knowing it's 6 hours different, just calling to let people know we're safe, or let people know that they're safe, not knowing the time change. But it was kind of funny. My uncle appreciated the call. But yeah, my family went through there. And as a matter of fact, that's what kept my uncle on the islands longer. My uncle was an electrician. And he worked in one of the biggest, well, the main place on the island that you go for your electricity and to get your electricity fixed. So when the islands got destroyed, my uncle went to work. So they stayed in Kauai a lot longer than they planned. They're back now. My aunt is very happy about it. She's sad she doesn't live in paradise, but she's excited that she lives with her family. She is excited. I did take the Hawaiian pigeon. I did. I liked it. It was fun. I'm not going to do it right now, but I did. It was great. Very easy to pick up on an accent. Yep. Right now, if you guys, if the accent that I have now is what I call the Surrey accent. Ever since we've been talking into our phones, we've slowed our speech down. I still talk fast, but now I talk like a break or like I'm a foreigner using a new language, and it sucks. I don't do it on purpose, but I find myself when you talk to Surrey, you slow your talk down so it understands you. And so by using that voice activated thing, it's literally slowed our speeches down. It's broken up our speech. And that's why I have this accent. Born and raised in Southern California, and now I have a Surrey accent. And I find myself, if I'm talking to my phone and I'm leaving somebody a voice message, it's super Surrey accent because I'm talking to a machine and forgetting that it's picking up my audio and thinking that the words are going to come out. Anybody else have a Surrey accent? Right? Am I the only one? Funny how that works. Come back home with a broken accent. I woke up to move to view accent from my place right on about an hour. Thank God you guys survived it. Yes. Have you ever thought of starting LOUDLABS in Birmingham, Alabama? It's really crazy up here. I have talked about expanding, not necessarily into that area. Yes, it has. See? Surrey or Surrey? Slurry. It's slurry. I changed Surrey. I changed my Surrey to... I changed it to Howard, basically. I have a British dude talking back to me. It's like I have my own little butler. I was going to do the Australian girl, but I didn't want my wife thinking I was into Australian chicks. So, we're going to let her think I'm into Howard instead. That's city, that's too far from us. Vegas chapter should be hooked up. Vegas definitely needs a little bit of help. I have a dude who's running it. He just has a real job that takes up a lot of his time, and it's a real important job out in that area. If there are any Vegas photographers that want to work the Vegas market, hit me up, Scott at LOUDLABS. Surrey accents, my mind is blown. Born in Texas, raised in Alabama, lived in Ohio, Michigan. Damn, my accent is still East Texas unless I'm drunk. Then it's Bama. Right on. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, look at that. Sun's coming up. Scott, and that's why you use an Android phone. Since Steve Jobs died, Apple has gone downhill. It's very possible I will be getting an Android. I won't be switching over to an Android. I'm just gonna possibly get an Android as a second phone to do this live stream. That way I can have my freaking phone back. Because you guys... Ooh, Fairplex and Orange Grove. That's far too. How come nothing happens around me? But I might get an Android. Not gonna happen until after the new year, but I might get an Android to live stream from. I hear that they got great cameras for live streaming, and if I was to switch my iPhone over to Android, even though Steve Jobs is dead, the ghost of Steve Jobs doesn't allow it. It's really hard to do, so I might be getting an Android. But if you get an Android, you get more. That's why you have both. I'll have the Android for streaming, and I'll have my iPhone for life. I'm using an iPhone 7S right now. That's what you guys are watching stuff from. That's what you guys are seeing me on. I'm guessing any newer iPhone will have a better quality camera front and back, and then the Galaxy, well, I mean, I've seen some of the pictures those things take, and they are award-winning, as is the iPhone, but those Galaxies take some freaking nice pictures. I've always said it takes more talent to take a picture than it does to take a still. Wait, I just contradicted myself, which happens a lot. it takes more talent to take a still picture than it does to do video. The only talent you need to do video is hold it still. But when you take one still picture, you're grabbing so many moments of life in just one little thing. So I've always said it takes more talent. All right, guys. So we're driving into the sunrise. And when I get the new phone, I'll get a new mount. Right now I'm holding the mount, that's why it's kind of smooth. And now I let go. Now we're gonna go back to bump, 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 bumpity, bump, 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 bump. Basically, what we're doing is we're driving, sitting in traffic to drive home. I know it sounds stupid, but I gotta give myself a plan, right? And maybe we'll get a story out this way. And the sun's kind of up, so I can stop this stream at any time. I planned on stringing until the sun came up. Wow, look at that traffic. Ugh. One of my favorite things to do is sit home, watch the news, watch the traffic report, and see all the red stuff while I'm sitting at home. Watching all you people sit in traffic and waste your life away. Traffic's stupid. My life literally revolves around traffic. I avoid it at all costs. Do I have any questions for you? Am I supposed to? I apologize I haven't responded to people's emails. I might do that later today. We'll see. I am going to the post office today to send out some shirts and some other stuff. How's the quality? It looks terrible on my computer, but it looks great on my phone. Looks like we're gonna get some rain, but it's not. I wish, man. Rain's a big deal in Los Angeles. A big, big, big deal. Shirts? Question mark. Man, you guys sure are demanding. Anybody ever teach you guys manners? This is how I was taught manners. If you didn't use them, you got backhanded. And that came from people that weren't your family. I grew up in that era. You didn't use your manners, you got smacked into mannerism. So I use my manners. So people that use their manners go a long way with me. My dad wears a 2X. No, you don't. Oh, you're retired. You probably have gained some weight, huh, sir? I thought you were slimming down. You don't wear a 2X, although my dad is a big guy just to begin with. 6'2", widest shoulders I've ever seen. And thank you. I thank you for my shoulders, Dad. I appreciate it. I didn't get my dad's height, but I got his shoulders, which helps me out a little bit. Makes me look a little bigger than I am. And yeah, Dad, I'll send you some shirts. Of course I'll send you some shirts. Absolutely. The ones you have now, you've worn out, which is hilarious. Which means he wears them a lot. Thank you, Dad. Rain equals accidents. Absolutely. Scott has the meanest backhand. No, I don't. Joyce does. Joyce has the meanest backhand. She used to wear rings. And made my mouth bleed. You wear a double X. How's it been going? It's been going good. It's been going good, home response. I started really, really late or early, depending on how you look at it. Or where you look at it. Yeah, Dad, things get a little personal on here. I talk about who I am. My dad's watching right now. So he's seeing me talk about things and he's probably laughing. and thinking back, is that true? And then going, yeah, maybe. But yeah, Dad, we talk about personal things. I don't hide much about who I am. I'm a very forward person, and that may or may not be a problem. RMG beat you in San Fernando Valley. That was Howard going against Kyle. That was not me. I was sleeping. So yes, RMG beat Loud Labs, but Howard beat Kyle. And that's not on all the channels, although lately Kyle's been caring more about taking still pictures than video. And hopefully he learned his lesson tonight that those still pictures don't make him any money. The videos make him money. Kyle, are you up watching right now? I know you went in. You went 1019. Did you hear what I said, sir? Stop caring about those still pictures. All the still pictures do is get you views and likes. They don't make you any money. Video makes you money. Just messing, I saw it on ABC. That's fine. Nah, Howard's gonna beat us. We're gonna beat Howard. That's what happens. For a while, Howard had Kyle's number. Kyle had to step up his camera game. Kyle had to step up his, and I mean like the quality of his camera. He had to step up his, the quality of his camera game. He had to step up his game in general. When you're competing against one of the best, it makes you better. So Kyle has gotten better just from competing with Howard. And now, I would say it's, Howard's been MIA for the past few weeks. He's been doing some other projects, but obviously he's back now. So when Howard and Kyle go together, it was all the time Howard beating Kyle. Now it's, I'm not going to say 50-50. It's more like 60-40. So Kyle now is competing with Howard and not letting Howard just run all over him. And it has nothing to do with the way we package or anything. It just has to do with Kyle got better and he got a better camera. Scott, can you do a Stringer live stream with you for a 24-hour stream? No. I'm gonna sit in this car for 24 hours. Although I might be doing a live question and answer with Austin coming up here. I don't know if he answered me, but yeah, I might be talking to Austin. We're gonna have Austin on here so you guys can talk to him. And what we might do, because this thing's turning into me talking a lot, I might drive to different places and talk to different people. Maybe we'll start having guests. Wouldn't that be fun and exciting to have some guests? And now that Howard's back in town, maybe Howard will be my first guest. Good morning, Scott. Be safe, bro. Thank you, Iceman. You're making me want to watch Shot in the Dark for the 3rd time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Howard, your number 2. I'm sure Howard loves being called your number 2. You're number 1. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. If Netflix doesn't do a season 2, you should totally do it independently. That's what this is, buddy. I am. Here we are. You're in it. This is us. We are doing it independently. And here's our view.
116 medical alarm. 601 Wolverine Drive, Reinhardt Avenue.
I will say this. This is the first time that we've done it at this time in the morning, and this is definitely not a good time for streaming.
No. Daughter with your mother.
Not at all. But I enjoy it, and I'm having a good time. Was it Howard who helped rescue the guy from the car wreck? Oh, on the show? No, that was Howard, his brother. That was Howard, his brother. Howard the Duck. Yeah, it was Howard. Nah, no, I lied. It was Austin. Come on now. It was Austin, Howard's brother. I'm an idiot. Ooh, what happened there? Closed for 2 hours due to a crash. Oh no. The tenant Soto is now a SIG alert. Two hours, that's a long time. Report of a fire, 16th and Central. Too far away from that too. What time is it? 6:05. The holdup on season 2, you guys, is Netflix wants to see more worldwide views. In America, we're a hit, but they told us they're waiting for more worldwide views before they give the green light on season 2. We have enough footage to put things into season 2, but we need new footage, new storylines. So we haven't started shooting. When we do start shooting, yes, they will take some old storylines and things that didn't make it. I got married during that. That didn't make the show. I got married in a helicopter circling downtown Los Angeles. There's a park scene that didn't make the show. There's a doctor scene that didn't make the show. Thank God, because I cried. When I saw Bronson's heartbeat, I cried, and they got it. But there's some scenes with Zach that didn't make the show, some scenes with Howard. There's all kinds of scenes that can be put in. I mean, they have enough for at least one more episode. But it would be literally the same storyline. So, new storylines, new things have happened, as you can see. Howard's business has expanded. Zach is Zach, and I'm sitting here in traffic. Even if there's no action, you always manage to entertain us with your personality. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. It's weird how my personality goes about inside this car. This past week has been very weird. Very, very weird. I've probably worked more in this past week than I have the past year. All right, cliffhanger. Yeah, there's always going to be a cliffhanger. Producers are good at what they do.
Other vehicles near the entrance, Tech 32.
So we're making our way into the Whittier area, and that's probably where we're gonna be until we're done. Hopefully something happens in the Whittier area. Kalima Hills in front of us, and boy, have these hills changed. There used to be no houses here, and this is where you went and took your truck and drove it off-road and had a good time. This is where you went and did things that you weren't supposed to do, because there was no rules out here. I mean, you just do it, and then when your truck broke, you just had your friend come pull you out. I've seen a friend of mine climb one of those towers to the top. But yeah, man, Kalima Hills has changed a lot, an awful lot. There's even old folk tales that there's silos in their hills. That there's government silos that used to keep missiles in the hills right over here. There probably used to be government sites. I don't know about silos and missiles and things like that, but who knows, man? Who knows? I don't. You need a monster. I just finished mine. No more energy for me. And go home and play with a baby. Thought the California passing the prop to end daylight savings. Yeah, that was a weird one. Trying to end time. California's crazy, man. They're trying to end time. Good morning. How are you? 61 degrees, the top of Whittier. pump them brakes. Pump them. Going downhill, pump them. Don't just stay on them. You got to pump them. I'll be watching Streamers LA as soon as you're done streaming. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Stringers LA, it's about 10 years ago. I was working with RMG at the time. So you'll see me and Howard on the same team. See, we've already merged. Like I said, I can honestly tell you I've been working with Howard for many, many years. A person before getting darker later in the evening. Yeah, I do too, because it helps my mornings. It means the sun comes up quicker, which means I get to go golf faster. I did not like getting done at work and then having to wait like an hour and a half to go golf. I like getting done with work and going straight to it. Right now, I am not golfing today. No, not golfing. Gonna go home, play with the baby, take the baby to Mima Joyce. Let the baby go cry at his grandmother's house for a while. Oh, I know where I should go. I know exactly where I should go. How much time do I have? I have a lot of time. It's not that far away, right? I know where I'm gonna go. I could have continued going that way. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. And I was completely wrong about where I said I was. I told you guys I was Kalima Hills. I wasn't. I was Fullerton Hills. That was Rolling Heights. That wasn't Kalima Hills. I lied. Things look different during the day. Oh, that's funny. That's real funny. My favorite song at the second. This second? I don't know. What is my favorite song right now? What is my favorite song? What song do I turn up on the radio when I'm... man, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. RMG News is the Irish twins, right? Nope. They are not the Irish twins. They're the British twins. Little ADHD. Back in my day, and my parents are watching, I was diagnosed with hyperactiveness. It wasn't called ADD or ADHD. And then they gave me what you would call Ritalin. And I took Ritalin. Definitely made me behave correctly. But even the teachers were like, oh, you can't do that to him. You got to take him off that. And they took me off Ritalin. And then I went to school the next day and they're like, hey, you didn't take your medicine today. I'm like, nope, I didn't. Here I am, though. But yeah, Ritalin made me a zombie. And then I stopped getting diagnosed with stuff. And then I got older and I just self-diagnosed myself as, well, as a kid. That's how I just diagnosed as a kid. I was a kid. I can't believe I was going over Kalima when I was going over Harbor. That's funny. And I knew I got off at Fullerton Road and I didn't get off at Kalima. But that's what happens when you talk a lot. All right, but I do know where I am. Dad, I'm sure you can figure out where we're going. My son was on Ritalin. It was horrible. Absolutely, it was horrible. And now, what do they give you? They give you Adderall? Is that what they give for people with hyperactiveness? You gotta let your kids be kids, not zombies. Absolutely. JJ, no, I'm not going home. I am going to a former home. Since we're in the area, my dad's watching, and the day is now sunlight. Ooh.
Anaheim Ambulance 11, Medical 8, West Whitaken Avenue at North Magnolia Avenue, District 1617 Zulu. Anaheim Engine 4, Anaheim Ambulance 11, Bravo response, on 2 Foxtrot.
She sounds hot. That dispatcher sounds hot. She sounds a lot like the Torrance dispatcher. The OC dispatcher and Torrance dispatcher, they sure do sound a lot alike. still watching. All right, Dad. Well, where are we going? Where are we going, Dad? And isn't it great you retired just so you can sit in your chair and watch me on your iPad? But technology is cool. We get to see each other. Hi. Hi, Dad. Where am I at, Dad? Where am I going? That was a real voice? No, that wasn't a real voice. It was an automated voice. Orange County Fire and Torrance Fire and some other people are automated dispatch, but real life size ups and talk backs. But they're all on automatic dispatch. That's why I said she sounded hot. I'm married, man. Nobody hotter than my wife. But I'm allowed to say a computer sounds hot to make a joke. Ha ha ha, Dad. No, I'm not. That's not where I am, Dad. Come on. Oh, he doesn't know where we are. He's going to be in for a surprise. He's going to be in for a surprise. Let's put it this way, Dad. I'm making a left on Idaho. I'm making a left on Idaho. A lot of things have changed. A lot of things have changed right here at this corner. And I'll show you. There's a hospital there now. I think you knew there was a hospital. But there's a hospital right here. These railroad tracks we're going over. Right to the right is where I used to ride my bike and go play and jump and hurt myself and come back all dirty. Right down that way. But right here... Look at that. Those are houses. There's a whole housing track right there. That housing track used to not be there. Yep, you got it, sir. Right now, I am Lambert and Idaho about to turn into your old residence. But look how much this has changed. No one's behind me. I can drive slow. Look at everything right here to the right. There's a whole housing track. Isn't that crazy? No one behind me. Good. Yeah, so this is what there used to be a hospital. What was it, a hospital? Or it was a hospital, right? Or doctor's offices, but this is what's here now. Isn't that crazy? I think the dog boarding place is still there, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm pretty sure the church is. Let's go find out. Alright, I have to be careful not to miss it here. Got to be careful not to miss it. So, this is the dog groom. Nope, that's that. Here's the dog grooming place. Dog grooming still there. There's the church. And condos are still there. Condos are still there. This is probably weird for my dad. Do you still have friends that live here, Dad? If so, tell him that your son was the guy honking the horn at 6:18 in the morning. No, I'm just kidding. I won't do that. Wow, this is bringing back some memories. What kind of mayhem are we getting into? Right now we're going down memory lane. Literally going down memory lane. My dad is on with us watching, and my dad used to live right here. We're in La Habra, California, and now he is in Texas. So he's what's up, Scotland? How are you? He's going through some weird memories right now too. My dad used to own a condo right here to the left before he moved up to Coarsegold and got himself 8 acres. Took care of those 8 acres for a while, retired, got tired of taking care of those 8 acres, and moved to a newer, better, bigger home in Texas. And he told me he will never move again. Hold on, Dad. That looks weird in there. It looks weird in there. Actually, let's do this. Watch. I can do this. This is weird, right?
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna T-stop over here by the McDonald's.
That was fun, huh? That was weird. That was fun. All right, so you're watching from Scotland. Hello, Scotland. Smart move going to Texas. Yep. He has some grandkids out there that aren't too far from him. But yeah, he moved far away from me. My daddy left me. My dad left. My dad just texted me and said thank you. You're welcome, Dad. You're welcome. Hello, Dawn. How are you? So that was memory lane. It's 6:20. We are going to stay on here for another 10 minutes and hopefully get a story that's near us. I doubt it. I didn't really expect us to get a story. I more just wanted to drive around and talk to my dad. But, yep. There's a good chance I will be on again tonight for real and try to get a real story, not a memory lane story. Are all the criminals sleeping? That's why it's called shot in the dark and not shot in the day. Because shot in the day is boring. Uh-oh. You guys want to hear what a Hemi sounds like? A couple cars coming behind me. I had to move. I had to mosey on. Good morning, Glenn. Good morning. Uh-oh, low battery, which is perfect, because we're about to end this. In 9 minutes. Yay, nighttime streaming. Yeah, there will be nighttime streaming. Yesterday, I was stringing as the sun went down, stringing during the day as the sun went down, so I figured may as well string as the sun goes up. Now you guys have seen it. Right on. Just got a message about my niece having some twins right around my birthday. They're really, it's hard to string as the sun's coming up, and it's hard to string as the sun's coming down. So the best time for stringing is nighttime. That's why it's called shot in the dark. Dude, this front camera is terrible during the day. Ugh. We got, all right, cool. 8 minutes. 8 minutes, guys. Drinking game tonight. Absolutely. Tonight will be a drinking game. Yep. What's my birthday? Don't you worry about it. Let's just say I'm a winter baby. I'm a winter baby. I am as winter as it gets. It's in December. It is in December. I came home on Christmas Day. I can tell you that. In a stocking, I believe. That's what I was told. Came home in a stocking. Weird question, but are you balding? Is that why you always wear a cap? No disrespect intended. Yes, I am balding. No, that's not why I wear a cap. It's comfort. I'm a kid from the 90s, man. A hat's part of your, a hat's part of who you are. And I've always worn a hat doing this job, and I feel comfortable. I look like this when I don't. I have a lot of hair right now, so it doesn't cover my balding as well as I'm balding. Luckily, I have thick hair for the little hair that I do have. But I like wearing a hat because it usually says press, and it's just comfort zone. But yeah, I'm 43 and I'm balding. Got a problem with that? 23 or 24. Nope, that has nothing to do with winter, except you are in winter. After shave, I'm getting so bald. I shave my head every once in a while, and my mom hates it. She says I look like a gangster. She doesn't say it in such nice words, though. I love my head shaved. Oh man, it's the nicest, easiest thing to take care of, to do. I love how everyone's waking up and just joining us and probably tripping out going, why are you stringing right now? That's funny. buzz cut. Yeah, a number one. I like a number one. I love a number one. The only thing I don't like about the number one or about the buzz cut is the monkey phase. When your hair is growing out, oof, the monkey phase is terrible. On my Instagram, there's a picture of me with no hair. When we did the, what did we do? Crime Watch Daily thing. Please let me know when you're on again, and I just shaved my head. My dad wants to know when I'm doing this again, and he just let me know he shaved his head. My dad's balding? Absolutely. Absolutely. His head outgrew his hair a while ago. What you need to do, Dad, is let your beard grow. Let your beard grow. You look good with a beard. Very distinguished with that gray and black beard and then your bald head. Absolutely. Good morning, Loud Labs number one. Well, good morning to you too. I was number 2 Chick-fil-A. Okay then. Number 1 with fries. That's me. What time is it? 6:26. 4 more minutes. Come on. Come on. 4 more minutes and we get to say goodbye. And now, of course, people start watching as I'm going to leave. This whole time we had like 20 people watching, and now by the time I hang up, we're going to get 100. And that's usually where we float. We usually float around 100 when I'm live streaming. 200 if it's prime time. But the fact that 73 people showed up right now as I'm about to say goodbye makes me laugh because we've had 25 this whole night. That's funny. That's funny. Did that tree just fall? I think that tree just fell right there. Where's the only ones at? Dang, my mother just turned 50 not long ago. I'll be 50 soon. That's crazy. It's gonna be crazy to think I'm gonna be 50. How's that make you feel, Dad? That I'll be 50 in 6 years. Excuse me. Bye, Scott. Bye. You'll never be 50. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. I'm 43 right now. The only way I feel it is whenever I walk. Besides that, I don't feel it. Although I get tired really quick. My dad just sent me a text. Old. I'm 30 and balding, don't feel bad. Well, thank you. Thank you for making me feel good. Oop. 6:27. 3 more minutes. Look, it's daytime, and this guy has his lights, like, as bright as they can be in my rearview mirror. You shouldn't be driving, what, at that age? Why shouldn't I be driving? I shouldn't be driving. I should be at home. Can you please stay on 1 more hour? Nope, absolutely not. I'm going to go home and play with, help the missus out, get them to school, hang out with my little baby boy for a few minutes, and then take him to his grandma's and go hang out over there for a bit. Good morning, Eric. Oh, hey, what's up, Eric? How are you? Good morning. Doing some morning stringing, Eric. Trying to find a story.
159, spec rescue BLS. 14525 Western Avenue, 145th Street. Incident spot 87 entry ALS. 91 Belfry Avenue, Junior Street.
Getting more gray hair than your pops. Do you have more kids than your dad had? That might be it. Paulito. Hey, what's up, Paulito? We're back. What time will you be out tonight? That's a good question. I have 1 minute to tell you. I'm guessing my schedule, grandma's coming back to, we'll say 10 o'clock to be safe. Yeah, let's say 10 p.m. to be safe. I could totally, completely change that, and that's what's cool about being me. But, yeah, I'm guessing somewhere around 10 o'clock is when we will come back. Come on, 6:30. Come on, 6:30. Dude, gotta blocking out the windows if we're gonna do during the day stuff. I'll catch you later then. Stay safe. I will stay safe. Thank you. I will. I'll try. I'll try. What does that say? Does that say 6:30? It says 6:30 on my computer. All right, guys, it's been fun. It's been great. Dad, love you. Thank you. Don't take this personal at all when I say this, because you don't know what it means, but later, losers!